Getaway, first theme park ovens, bulk fiberglass bricks. Sinking heels, no drinking water, Black Sunday, can't get hotter, old Fritos, now Doritos, fifth tier of ticks. Rainbow cabins, Berkeley, St. Louis, NYC, Old Abe, Progress World, and the children of the world. Roll it, Crump, Mary Blair, Jungle gets a bit of flair. Future City, Project X, Mr. Disney, goodbye.
Spark the magic, it spans generations and across the nations. We did spark the magic, things are ever changing, plans are rearranging.
People move a pirate ride, haunted mansion, swamp is dried, Magic Kingdom, light parade, bad jamboree. Space cone, Cali clone, western peak of Redstone, EPCOT, here comes OLC. Smart one, golf ball, Figment wants to know it all, world tour, which way, foreign park, Tokyo Bay, Mike and Frank, wait no more, Asda says the park's a bore, king of pop, video of light, speed to Endor.
Spark the magic, it spans generations and across the nations. We did spark the magic, things are ever changing, plans are rearranging.
Briar Patch, Rabbit's Bush, Pleasure Island, Kungaloosh, Grauman, CB, Hotel, Building Spree, Tony B, French expansion, Gothic take on the mansion, big name, architects, way too many projects. Jim Henson, Mickey's home, Timekeeper, Twilight Zone, Dr. Jones, Toad Doom, Tiger in the ballroom, Josie, Safari, Oil Rig, Big Old Tree, Paul Pressler, oh no, fast, fast, here we go.
It spans generations and across the nations. We did spark the magic, things are ever changing, plans are rearranging.
California superstar, Disney Sea goes hard, Patrick Paco, Paris sequel, just don't go. Centrifuge too strong, landfill in Hong Kong, Mike out, Bob in Golden Celebration. Yeti stuff, subs are back, DCA gets back on track. Star Tours, prequel time, Fantasyland in its prime.
Spark the magic, it spans generations and across the nations. We did spark the magic, things are ever changing, plans are rearranging.
Mystic Cup, Night Parade, Mystic Point, Hunt remade, Shanghai, Chapek, Tron, Bike, New Tech, Navi Rocket, HEA, Maelstrom, melts away, Skyliner, DJ Rex, Sporting Groups, too complex, Nano Battle, Goofy Train, two-week closure feels insane, slowly back, Kites attack, Web Barge, Ron is whack, Star Cruiser out of cash, Murphy turned into ash, Bob Chapek shown the door, I can't take it anymore.
It's spark the magic, it spans generations and across the nations. We did spark the magic, things are ever changing, plans are rearranging. We did spark the magic, it spans generations and across the nations. We did spark the magic, things are ever changing, plans are rearranging.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and you're listening to a podcast that believes in dreams, that places trust in the magic of imagination, that is always the first star to the right, and where the light in the window is always on. Join as we discuss the views from Walt's apartment.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Walt's Apartment Live. It is July 16th, the birthday eve of Disneyland. Sorry for the long intro, but hey, we had to do it. So we got stuff going on. Tomorrow is Disneyland's 70th birthday. Disneyland is the reason that all of us are sitting here staring at each other right now. The reason that you all come to watch this every week. The reason that I decided to start doing this podcast 5 years ago now. And yeah, I'm excited. We have a Kim doesn't want to stay.
That's okay.
So she bounced on us. I'm joined by Sam. Sam, how are you? Welcome in.
I'm good. We just finished recording a special episode of Extra Magic Hour that is going to be a love letter to Disneyland.
It is.
So definitely make sure that you check that out tomorrow morning. Sean promised he would get it out bright and early tomorrow.
I'm going to do it. That's why we did it today, so I could get it out. I'll do it tonight. It'll be out in the morning, so you'll be able to check it out. And she's back, Kim.
Sorry.
Getaway. That's
I
all
thought
good.
I was making it bigger, and I made myself disappear. So
Oh,
magic
That's
trick
all good.
to start the night.
so
Kim is here from Getaway Today. Literally got back from Disneyland like an hour ago, back to Utah. So I asked Kim a couple weeks ago, hey, Kim, not sure if you're doing anything. I didn't even think about the date being the 16th. When I said, hey, you do anything on the 16th? Would you like to be back on? She said, actually, I'll be at Disneyland checking out Walt's Magical Life. And I said, and she said, but I'd love to be on. I'm like, how are you going to be on if you're going to be at Disneyland? Now you're home. And I'm glad you're here. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the most controversial topic that's been out all week. It's been the craziest topic for the past 6 months is that animatronic. We'll get into that. But Kim, Getaway Today, one of our 3 amazing sponsors, Getaway Today, Where in the Park, and Sunken City Design. We are also teamed up with the DisneySider.com as well. So Kim, welcome to the apartment. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. I mean, you literally just got home. You're like, I just got home and I'm just relaxing and my phone might die. But thank you for taking time to be on with us. We appreciate it.
Hard you're going. We should be good. No, I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
here. It's like I've got that Disneyland glow, still on a little bit of a parks high and ready to get into it.
So every time you're on, I always ask you, tell all the people that might be new listening or people that are new watching, what is Getaway Today? What do you guys do? You guys are amazing, but make sure you tell everyone all the amazing things you do.
Thanks so much. So we are a travel company. We specialize in Disneyland vacations in particular. We were started in 1990. Our founders are Chuck and Julie Smith, and they took their young family to Disneyland, and they thought it was the most fun they'd ever had on vacation. And they were like, but it was really expensive. And that was in 1990, which we all know 90s prices.
Yeah.
But they came back and they're like, we want to make it more affordable for families. So they started contracting with hotels in the area. They started buying a bunch of Disneyland tickets, and maybe a year, maybe 2 later, Disney was finally like, who are these people in Utah buying all of these Disneyland tickets? And so we are Disneyland's very first wholesale partner, and we've been partnered with them since the early 90s. We love helping families and anybody help save on their Disneyland vacations. We do all Disney, like Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Cruise Line. We do Disneyland Paris. We also do cruises, Universal, any really vacation destination you want to do. So we have low prices, but that personal travel agent touch. So we just care deeply about families being able to make vacation memories together, and we know how important that is. So that's in a very small nutshell what we do.
Absolutely. You guys are awesome. And I mean, I've never heard a bad thing. I follow so many pages like on Facebook and like all these magic key pages and this page and that page. And I saw someone the other day and said, is Getaway Today legit? I actually saw this on one of the pages and I'm like, not every single comment was just backing you guys saying, yes, they're the best. They're so helpful. There was nothing negative that I saw on anything on there. And you guys are so nice and so helpful. And you guys have been great to us. You've been with us since we started this show. And I can't thank you enough for that. And yeah, it's just, if you want to be taken care of and don't know what to do to go to the parks, you just call them and say, I want to do this, this, and this. And then like someone goes, okay,
yeah, I tell people that every time I record and like your ad comes up and I'm like, they can plan as much or as little as you need them to. And it's absolutely not an additional cost to you whatsoever. Their funding is not coming from your pocket. So take advantage of Getaway Today and use our promo code.
Yes.
Tell them Walt's apartment sent you.
Keep our lights on.
That's right. It's funny because for the first couple of years of the show, I never got to do any hotel tours, but these past few I've gotten to do them, and the hotel tours are the best thing ever. The hotels that they have around Disneyland we did the Ball Road one just recently, and like my new favorite hotel, the Majestic. I'll say it right now.
I'm so freaking jealous that I'm not there because
you can come, but I mean, it's just
flights are expensive.
We'd have to plan it. I know, but it's but yeah, just they're great. They're just the hotels that they stay with all are great. Every hotel we visit, they're so nice and friendly. And the cool thing I think about Getaway Today is like, if you click on their thing and like, they have these extra perks. Like I know at the Majestic, they'll give you free breakfast and free parking. Parking's like $20 a day. They give you free parking and breakfast, a normal breakfast, like $20 too. So you're saving like $40 a day. And the cool thing about the Majestic is that they have a shuttle that takes you back and forth all day long, which is the best. But they have
free. The shuttle's free.
Free shuttle. It's like I think it's the only fee that has a free shuttle. But all around the park, any side of the park, over on Catella, down the road, Harbor, obviously, it's going to be huge in the next couple of years with that whole new
Disneyland Forward expansion.
On that side. I mean, you guys are the best. I can't thank enough for allowing us to be a part of you. But we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about Disneyland, obviously. Had some special visitors at the park yesterday, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit. Sam, do you have any history, or do we know literally like what the history is this week? There's like really only one thing that happened this week that's really important.
I mean, I can run through the history we went through on the show, but I think we're good. Yeah. I mean, opening of Disneyland, Black Sunday, not the most ideal situation during a heat wave, everything breaking down, the water not running correctly, high heels sinking into pavement that was not yet cured, wet paint. But all the fake tickets, the counterfeit tickets.
The Mad Tea party, Mad Tea breaking. They're welding it like on site. I mean.
The legacy, though, that exists, even from such a day that would look like a failure in our standards now. If we were to walk into a theme park and that happened on day one.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. Like, let's think. Okay, like they just opened up like Universal's like Epic Universe. Imagine that stuff happening on day one.
No,
they would be burned alive.
Oh, absolutely. That's just like social media now. You'd just be completely screwed.
But we have the legacy of the Disney parks that we have now because Walt didn't let those things stop him, and his Imagineers, who weren't Imagineers at the time, didn't let those things stop them.
We talked on Extra Magic Hour a little bit about the fact that Walt comes up with this idea. I'm going to build this theme park because I was sitting eating peanuts at a carousel. Yes. Burbank won't let me do it. Yeah. Burbank won't let me do it. Fine, I'll take it to Anaheim. Okay, by the way, guys, you have 1 year to build this entire park on 50 acres, and they did it in 1 year. They started like in July of '54, and was able to get everything done. Now it takes like 5 years to build one ride.
One attraction.
So that's just a difference. Can you imagine if Walt was was alive longer? How much more probably would have been done? Because he's like, just get this shit done, get it done. Let's go. I don't want to go back and forth. And he built an entire theme park in a year, and now it took Galaxy's Edge 4 years to be built. So it's amazing. And then we got into all of it on Extra Magic Hour and the history and.
Listen to that in the morning.
$5 million budget, and it wound up being $17 million because he mortgaged his house and his life insurance policy, and ABC
the
came on board.
investors said no, thank you.
Yeah, nobody wanted to be part of it, but now they're like, thank God we're part of that. But I'm giddy. I'm giddy about Disneyland. This is, like I said, this is why we are all here, and this is why we do what we do, and why it's. I don't know, Kim. I want to ask you, what does Disneyland mean to you and your family?
Oh, we love it. It's hard to describe. It really does feel like home. It's just really special. And it's funny because I grew up in Southern California. I grew up in Mission Viejo, not too far from the theme parks, but we were not theme park goers growing up. I think I went maybe 3 times the entire childhood that I lived there. But as an adult, it's so fun to take my kids and create these memories for them. They just don't know anything different than going to Disneyland. And as I've been able to spend more time there and meet so many fun people like you, like I feel like anytime I go, like I see someone I know, a content creator, a partner, and it just feels so special. I just love it. I do. I really do. I love it. It feels it feels like home.
100%.
And it's such a, even today I was talking with somebody, actually Gavin with Mickey Visit, Gavin. I was able to see him down there. He also announced, I don't know if you've had a chance to check out his Instagram page, but Bob Iger is going to be in the parks tomorrow and ringing the bell for the first time in the park's history, which is really cool. It's like at 6:30 Pacific time, before the park even opens, he'll be there doing that. But I was chatting with him this morning and just about some of the hard things that are going on in the world, and then how beautiful it is to have a place where you can go and everything just kind of is suspended for a minute. It doesn't take away your problems, it doesn't take away your worries, but you feel a sense of relief just while you're there. It just, reality is suspended, and it's a magical place.
It's true. I mean, like you said, you walk in there, the place was designed to take you out of the world that you're in and go into this different worlds, just the way with the berm and how it's encompassed in there by itself. You just walk in there, and no matter what is on your mind and the worries and thoughts and fears and everything, you walk in there, and for that time you're there, it is literally just the best time, and you can just get into it and just soak it all in. And I've never been to Disneyland World. I have, but it was so long ago. But it's just different in Disneyland. I can tell. It's just like holy shit, this is so cool.
Yeah, that's what they keep telling me. I'm gonna make it there in the next couple months. I promised everybody I would, but I'm a Walt Disney World girly, and
come for Halloween, please.
They keep telling me, and I mean, at this point, Sean just told me that people recognize him and ask about me in the park. So
yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I guess that means I have to be there.
Yeah,
I think that's what that means.
Yeah, we talked on Extra Magic Hour. We talked about our best Disneyland memories, and I don't know if I told you this the next day, Kim, but when I left, when we were down there, we were eating at the Asian restaurant. I can't remember what it was.
Yes.
And I went back to the park with the other folks. Remember? Yes. I went in to get popcorn, and I was standing in line to get popcorn right there in Town Square, and people behind me tapped me on the shoulder, and they said, "Oh my God, are you a fan of that show?" And I guess I'm wearing this Walt Department. I'm wearing this Walt Department T-shirt. I said, "Yeah, I'm a big fan," and they're like, "Oh yeah, us too. We love Sam and Lewis." Yeah, and I'm like, "Cool." I said, "Me too. I really like them a lot. I said, "They're some of my favorites too." And like, "How'd you get that shirt?" And I said, "Oh, I know some people." And then the wife looks at me and says, "Wait a second. Who are you?" And I said, are you part of the show?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh my God, you're Sean." And I said, "Yes, I am." And she goes, "We're so sorry. We like you too." And I'm like, "It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now. You already said you like Sam and Louie." But it was so much fun. They bought my popcorn because they felt so bad. So that was nice.
But the thing is, the legacy of Disneyland is not just for people who have been to Disneyland. Like Sean said it on our episode. He's like, "Sam, you talk about Disneyland like you've been there like in your whole life." Like, no, I've never been to Disneyland. I've gone to Walt Disney World. But like, I think it's just the history of how the first theme park for the Disney company got started. It just lives in our hearts. Speaking of things that live in our hearts, can we say hi really quick to our viewers, because we have not addressed them yet?
Oh my gosh, sorry. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey.
Hi,
sorry,
Kelsey.
We're just in a chat. We're just in a conversation here.
We are, but that's okay.
Entertainer's here. How you doing,
Entertainer is here. AZ Big Man, what's up?
What's up, Daniel?
A very Disney birthday.
That's right.
Entertainer, I do see you. Are any of you going to watch Disney's sing-along songs, Disneyland Fun, as part of the anniversary?
I watched it this morning, to be honest with you, Entertainer. I have it on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. It's the best thing ever.
I also made Sean do a sing-along with me tonight. So.
Oh my gosh, if you want to hear some really bad singing, whew, that was bad. But hey, it was fun.
He says, this week in Disney history, Disney Animation Studios' last hand-drawn animated movie, Winnie the Pooh, was released.
That's cool.
And Kelsey said, same is true for Walt Disney World. Reality just melts away, and you really do feel like you've gone home.
That's true.
I can't wait, and I hope I am able to be there the day Sam walks into the park, because she'll fall to her feet and just it'll be it, because she's like me. We are just Walt Disney purists and the biggest fans, and I still get it every time I walk. I stop, I stare at this sign every time I walk in. Like I said, I wave to the apartment.
We were crying talking about me being in the parks on the last episode we just recorded. We were all just drying our tears.
People think I'm weird. I'm waving to the apartment as I walk in. People are like, you're weird, dude. Leave me alone. You know, I'm doing
You're
my
like,
thing.
it's a ritual. You don't understand.
So what I want to do is I want to hear from one of our sponsors. Let's start off with Where in the Park. We'll come back and I want to dive into some special guests that were in the park yesterday and see what your guys' opinions are of this. So they changed this whole thing up on me here. So we're going to go with Where in the Park first. We'll be right back.
Hey fam, what scavenger hunt are you doing?
Well, we are doing Where in the Park.
Do you guys know Where in the Park? Because we do.
We do. So how you play this is that they give you a deck of cards with an image on it, and you get to look around and see where in the park that is.
And they're fun. So if you like to find stuff, this is what you need to do.
The amazing game. We're in the park right here.
If you're a seasoned Disney park goers, as we are, it's a fun, challenging even for the hardcore Disney parks fan.
We have played the Where in the Park games that we felt like, ooh, we got
still
this
a challenge.
Oh no, yeah, still a challenge, a fun challenge though, not an impossible challenge.
Check
Yeah,
them
really
out.
they get really close to details, and you're like, I have never even seen that. I don't even know.
Where in the park have I seen that?
The great thing about these is that they're not in attractions and they're out in the open places. It's meant for families to play.
Besides people who've been there a lot, it's fun for people that are new to the parks as well, because you catch some of those details that you would probably miss when you're first going.
So there's images that you are finding on one side of the card, and then the other has the hint and the answer that you can reveal if you choose to.
Before it was just the hint and the answer, but now if you really want the land,
it'll tell you
they'll
where.
give you the land for an extra hint. You guys can take as long as you wish without the hint.
Yeah.
Without the hint, it's hard.
But that's what makes it fun.
But they do not just do Disney parks, obviously. What other parks do you guys actually cover?
Universal and all that good stuff.
East Coast, West Coast, and they're continuing to expand even more after that.
Check them out, whereinthepark.com, if you need to get some game packs. They are so much fun.
We appreciate Where in the Park.
They're awesome.
We love
Kevin and
that.
Amanda.
Get you some Where in the Park today.
Hell yeah.
Use promo code Walt's APT Podcast to save 10% at whereinthepark.com.
Yeah, Sam said on the last show, WAP 10. That is not the code. It's Walt's apartment, Walt's APT Pod. But
Oh, my bad.
no big deal.
But I also said with the 70th, there are long waits for a lot of things because there are a lot of people in the parks right now. So if you are waiting for a virtual queue, or if you've mobile ordered your food and you're waiting for it, go play Where in the Park. Make your park day a little bit more adventurous. Don't do what you always do. Do something a little different. And maybe you'll add something into your Disney trip that you're not going to be able to do without in the future. So try it out.
Absolutely. Kim, how were the parks when you were there? You were there the past couple of days with your mom?
Awesome. Yes, who hadn't been in like 20 years. It was
What'd she
fun.
think? What'd she think?
So she's so funny because she's not like I said, I wasn't raised by theme park people. Like we really didn't go to the parks that often. She doesn't like people. She doesn't like to be hot. It was perfect weather.
Good.
We only did lightning lanes, and then we did early entry. So we did like all the Fantasyland rides. I'm like, I was her own personal VIP tour guide, and she was like, this is really nice. I'm like, yeah, it was. So she did Radiator Springs Racers for the first time, Rise of the Resistance for the first time, like just really kind of mind-blowing attractions for her. Like she's like, this is not the Disneyland I remember. I'm like, it's not. It's bigger. And even Pirate, she's like, that's so much nicer than I even remember. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, they have done just such a good job of maintaining the nostalgia feel, but also like keeping things fresh and new. So we had a great time, and it was a very different trip than I would normally do. We did a lot more like loungy, planned lots of rests, and we'd go back to the hotel and make sure we were back in time for like parade and fireworks and World of Color, and all of that was completely mind-blowing to her. It was so much fun.
You talk about that you were like a personal VIP tour. A quick story: when I was at Universal Studios with them, I had 4 people from Getaway Today. You basically were my VIP tours for Universal Studios because I hadn't been there forever, like 20 years. Like, oh, come check this out. They're like, what do you want to do, Sean? And I'm like, Nick's like, Megatron's out. And they had me run to Megatron. I can't say enough about you guys, but I'm glad you had a good time. You also got to see the Walt's Magical Life show, which we're going to talk about after our next break. But There was another guest in the park. I was going to talk about the hopper.
He's really, really delaying what the people really want to hear your opinion on.
I'm all over the park. I'm all over the place right now. I have 2 more videos. One video is the Walt Disney animatronic, which we'll play later on. The other one is they had a special guest in the park yesterday to celebrate Freakier Friday coming out in August. Jamie Lee Curtis. What's the guy's name? Everyone loves the guy. What's his name?
Michael Murray.
Yeah, that guy.
Chad Michael Murray, literally the love of my teenage existence. My daughter is named Haley because of Wintry Hill.
What?
Listen, if anybody could master a broody eye, it was him. And that's why I think I fall in love with broken men. But, well, it's okay. It's okay. But let's continue.
So anyway, surprise. I guess it was kind of known out there a little bit. Kim said you saw like cameras wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah, I saw cameras and I just was like, oh, this lemon pretzel's delicious. I wonder what they're doing later. I had no idea.
A lemon pretzel. How good was that?
It was delicious. So
that sounds amazing.
It's for the 70th. It's called the lemon chiffon pretzel. So it's the cream cheese stuffed pretzel, which is my favorite anyway. And then it's like dipped in like a lemon curd.
Oh.
Like something. It tasted like lemon curd, but it was like a frosting. And then they sprinkled some Nilla wafers on top. I don't think it needed the Nilla wafers, but I'm telling you, it was like perfection. The lemon was perfect. It was not too sweet. It was just perfectly tart and delicious. And my favorite new pretzel. I loved it.
We've talked about the snacks that are being offered for the 70th on various episodes of Extra Magic Hour, but we just talked about this last one. There are 70 different snacks meals that are
new,
birthday exclusive. So check them out. That is one of them.
Yeah, it was the best. I have loved it.
Sounds delicious.
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm going to play this video. It's 3 minutes long, but it's a favorite song from Freaky Friday. The band Pink Slip reunited without Lindsay Lohan, but still is very cool. They sang the song at the Tomorrowland stage. His stage pops up and Jamie Lee Curtis is there with the band. And I thought this would just be fun to cool. Everyone knows this song and it's fun, so I'm going to play it. I just took the video off TikTok. We'll come back. We'll be right back, but enjoy this. I hope we're not going to get copyrighted because it's not the original, but let's go. I was hoping I could catch Sam singing. Damn it. I don't have to play the whole song, but I almost caught her because she was singing out loud. But yeah, that's cool. Freaky Friday comes out August 8th?
8th, yes.
Looks very. Are we excited for this? Because I am. I think it's going to be cool.
I mean, kind of. Yeah. I wasn't until you just played that. Now I kind of am. Like it reignited it.
Yeah. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I love Lindsay Lohan.
She was there.
I was so sad I missed her. I was looking for the hot pink jacket the whole rest of the day. I saw the video and I was like, what? That's what it was. I would have just camped out with my lemon pretzel.
So Lindsay Lohan was busy being a mom. She posted a few videos with her son this the last few days. So I'm sure that's what she's doing.
Good for
It's
her.
all right. Good for her. Yeah, that movie looks like fun.
We talked about it though. Like her being there would have caused like chaos.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah.
It would have.
So,
Okay.
Curtis, do either of you watch The Bear?
Oh God, yes. Yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis in that role is like the most intense thing I've ever seen.
She steals that show.
She's amazing. Love her.
Entertainer says, I'm glad that Lindsay Lohan is making a great comeback.
Me too.
And she looks healthy, and that makes me happy because,
awesome.
Listen, let's talk about Disney stars for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Disney childhood stars.
Mm-hmm.
They don't always look very good as adults. They have rough lives.
More of them are doing better than not. It's all right.
They're doing better now.
Yeah. I mean, you got some good stars that are doing. I mean, Sabrina Carpenter is doing. She was a Disney star, right?
Mm-hmm. But she was another generation. She was like Lindsay's generation made it better for the next.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but also here's the thing. Sabrina Carpenter's current path, Disney would not put her in any of their films.
That's true.
So it's still a tricky topic to navigate.
Tricky. Everything's tricky.
Life is tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to play our Getaway Today spot that we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Walt because I want Kim's reaction. I've watched so many reactions on this damn thing, and
I told Sean my opinion. And he shut
she
me
was
down.
pissed. She was pissed the other day. She was so mad. What did they do?
I said, "What did they do to him?"
Literally, that's what the text says. What did they do to Walt? And
I said
like,
they can take it away immediately.
You're like, put him back down in that floor.
Yeah, she was so angry. She
Put him back under pirates right this instant. But we'll talk about.
It says right here the Walt animatronic needs to go immediately. And I said, "LOL, no, it's not that bad. He's just a little more fluffy." She says, "It's bad. The face isn't even proportional, and his eyes are scary." She says. I said, "It's different for sure. They can take it back." She's just angry. Sam, this is her text with me. I'm like, "I'm just relax, kid. Relax. It's gonna be okay." But
I'm excited to hear Kim's perspective of it because she got to see it in person, so it's very different. I got to see it from distorted views on the internet, so we'll hear that.
That was a big part of it, I think. Let's hear from Getaway Today. We'll be right back.
It's been a great show so far, but who's ready for an ad break? Did you know that the best way to keep our shows going is by supporting our sponsors? So let's get to know more about the travel experts at Getaway Today. They've been helping to make vacation dreams come true since 1990. And whether you want to visit the happiest place on earth or to travel to Orlando for a most epic adventure, they are there to help. Are you trying to find out which hotel is your best option or which theme park tickets will work best for your visit? Are you concerned that you might need a last-minute change? No worries. Their travel experts will help you out. Looking to book a cruise but don't know where to start? Hey, they can help with that too. They will find the perfect cruise for your vacation, whether it's your first time or you're a well-seasoned cruiser. When you book your cruise with one of the Getaway Today experts, you will have a dedicated agent to help you every step of the way. They take care of the details so you can have the most fun. Getaway Today offers peace of mind travel, allowing you to cancel or make changes up to 72 hours before your trip. You will always have the most up-to-date vacation information, both pre-arrival and upon welcome. Getaway Today guarantees the best prices, with no hidden fees, and every time you book through Getaway Today, they will donate a portion back to a charitable organization in your area. And so far, over $4.5 million have been donated. So go ahead and dial 1-855-GETAWAY, that's 1-855-438-2929, and be sure to tell them that Walt's Apartment sent you. Or just click the link in our show notes for more information and the best deals to start your Disney, Universal Studios, or cruise vacation planning. What I'm trying to say is, if you like to travel, check out Getaway Today. All right, so now it's time to get back to enjoying that view from Walt's apartment. Let's get back to the show.
There we go. Yeah, we don't have
head right now.
What's that?
She has a jet. She has a jet flying overhead.
Right on.
I'm like, it'll be nice and quiet outside without my. But
That's all good. That's perfect. Like that's the jet like taking you away from Getaway Today. That was perfect. That was a great segue. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, Kim.
And that.
Talk to us about Walt's Magical Life. I'm not even going to share my text with you that you sent me beforehand.
Yeah, don't. Just kidding. Okay,
Yes.
so the show itself. So of course, first of all, it was nice to be back in the Opera House because it's been closed for so long. So that was really fun, and they have a bunch of artifacts that haven't been there before. That I think they said they were straight from the Walt family, like the Walt Disney Family Museum in San Francisco. So a lot of artwork. I wasn't expecting to have like Jose, like from the tiki room there, and I'm like, he's moving. It was so fun. So there's really cool stuff to see outside. Of course, I just love a theater show. I love any high capacity, longer length attraction that you can just chill and enjoy. And I also recently, within the last few months, had seen the Walt Disney show in Walt Disney World, which is just a video. It's just a screen, right? So have you seen that recently, Sam? It's like last time I was there, it wasn't open, but the time before that it was.
Are you talking about the video from One Mainstream?
Yeah.
Yes. So it had a lot of the similar elements, but the thing that I just think was the most special is that they really have all of his voice snippets. So it really is Walt telling Walt's story. And I think when you go in, it's such a magical place. It's so wonderful that you kind of forget about the blood, sweat, and tears that went into it, and how many times it almost didn't happen, and how many setbacks Walt had personally before he was able to make that dream come true. And I think it felt really special. So I thought the whole storytelling was absolutely beautiful. And then his animatronic comes up. And I will say this, because I saw videos and I saw pictures and I took videos and I took pictures. I was sitting on the very front row and I was like center, like I was so close. I was like, this feels illegal. Like, that like, it's nice to meet you. Is this illegal? Like it kind of felt like that. I'm like, am I supposed to be here? Is this really happening? But it was lovely. And did it look exactly like Walt? No, it didn't. But we're in Disneyland. Like if you can't suspend your imagination for a minute in Disneyland, like where else can you do that? So in my mind, I just went to, hey, it's Walt animatronic. And I really enjoyed it. It was like really cool. It felt like he was having like a fireside chat with you. It was like, yeah, like this was really hard, or this was really cool, or what I'm most proud of is this. Like it really felt conversational. And then I had a kind of funny, naughty thought afterwards, because you remember when the 70s started and they put that big, beautiful sculpture in the Esplanade, and the first like 2 days, people were like, why did you put Donald Trump on top of this? And I was like, oh, it wasn't Donald Trump. It was just the Walt Disney animatronic. We just hadn't met him yet. Not really, but like, you know what I mean? Like it was just like almost Walt, but not quite Walt, but it still felt really good. I loved the show, and I think it's going to be a really good thing for people to be able to see, and I think it will be popular for a long time.
Okay. That was really good to hear, because when I saw it, I was like, I think for me, it's just his nose. Now that I look at side by sides, I think it's just his nose.
The nose. Yeah. I mean, they're again, but also it's something, and David Erickson from Fresh Baked had a really good take on it, I thought, where he's like, it's one thing to make an animatronic of something that you're not familiar with, but you take Walt Disney, who is so iconic and we all so intimately familiar with, you're never going to get a perfect animatronic. So I really did think, okay, what is this? My boy Walter didn't. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So again, it's not the Walt Disney that we know and love, but it's better in person than it is online and in videos.
That's so good to hear. And
you just suspend your imagination for a minute, and you just like don't like forget like, oh, this doesn't look exactly like him, and listen and feel the energy. And I thought it was really touching. I really enjoyed it.
Sam, have you seen like the video of him stand up and talking? Have you seen any of that?
Yes.
Like the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because I got it, and we're going to show it because it's cool. Yeah. I took this video from WDW News. He sat back a little bit farther, and like I watched his reaction on that. I watched his reaction, and I watched Mr. Dapp's reaction as well. And
So we're saying thank you to Tom Corliss right now.
Yeah, I took his video from YouTube because
Thanks, Tom Corliss.
Thank you, Tom Corliss, for the video. It was a nice video. And then also DSNY newscast. A lot of people said the same thing. It looked better being there. You know, they put pictures up, and I'm going to play his video. It's 3 minutes long, but it's literally like the whole portion. Let me ask you this before, Bob.
So, spoiler alert: if you don't want to see it,
Exactly.
exit the chat.
Yeah, if you don't want to see it, you can take off. But then we'll come back in about 4 minutes. But Kim, before I play it, Bob Iger was the narrator. How was that? Because I had a problem with. I had an issue with. Yeah, Bob. Well, I guess the one man's dream in Florida is Julie Andrews, from what I understand. And Bob Iger did this, and they said that like this was like it's because he's the CEO right now. So if Chapek would have been there, would Bob Chapek have done it? I'm not sure, but
we're not going to play the what if game.
But the Bob Iger, from what I heard, he sounded kind of stale and dry, like to go along with it. From what did you
like
feel
Bob
that
Iger.
same thing?
I didn't feel that way. I
Okay.
listening specifically for that. Maybe if I were to go in like listening for that, I would notice it. But nothing stood out to me positively or negatively about the narration.
Okay.
I just liked Walt's voice, and it was like different qualities even. So like you could, you know what I mean? Like I thought it made it feel more authentic.
So there's people still watching. I'm going to put this up here. We're going to watch this, and then it's like this 3 minutes. So, but check it out.
Throughout his storied career, Walt never gave up, despite the many challenges along the way. For his visionary work, he received hundreds of awards from all corners of the globe, more Academy Awards than any individual in history, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom for a lifetime of inspiring others. He created dreams that live on today for millions around the world. But with all of that, when asked to name his greatest reward, Walt's reply was surprisingly humble.
Well, my greatest reward, I think, is that I've been able to build this wonderful organization, and also to have the public appreciate and accept what I've done all these years. That is a great reward. But all individuals are different. I had a brother who I really envied because he was a mailman, but he was the one that had all the fun. He had himself a trailer, and he used to go off and go fishing, and he didn't worry about payrolls, that story, he just had picture grocers or anything, and he was the happy one. I always said he's the smart Disney. You know, I was stumped one day when the little boy asked, "Do you draw Mickey Mouse?" And I had to admit I do not draw anymore. Well, then you think of all the jokes and ideas. No, I said, I don't do that. Finally, he looked at me and said, "Mr. Disney, just what do you do?" Well, I said, sometimes I think of myself as a little bee. I go from one area of the studio to another and gather pollen and sort of stimulate everybody. I guess that's the job I do. You know, there's a lot of satisfaction in developing ideas into realities, but there's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting. We're interested in doing things that are fun, in bringing pleasure and especially laughter to people. But I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. It was all started by a mouse.
Like a bolt out of the blue, and steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come.
Okay, I hadn't seen that last part with the push upon the star. What the heck?
It's special.
y'all listen to Extra Magic Hour if you want to know why. That just got such an emotional freaking response out of me. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I've only watched it like on like a little phone or something. I haven't watched it on a bigger screen like on my computer. And the motions, they said it's the most advanced audio animatronic. I see it now. You can totally see it. The way he stands up, he even takes a step forward, and then the way he moves his hands, and like he puts his hand on his hip like he always did. They even said like part of it, like when Bob Iger was still talking and they opened this curtain and Walt's sitting there. I guess Walt had a nervous tick. They told him this, I guess, they told the people at the preview on Tuesday that Walt had a tick, like he'd like tap his hand like on his hip or something, like he would always be moving his hand. And while Bob Iger was talking, he's tapping his hand on his, like waiting for it to have his turn. And the detail's amazing. I think that view being a little bit farther back, even when he zoomed in on it at the end, it still looked a little bit bigger. But like Kim said, if you take, it's not going to be perfect, but you take the moment, and I was like,
and I did.
I got chills. I got chills right there.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, I didn't want to like it after what I had initially seen, but the view from further back and that last scene with the fireworks and when you wish upon a star, okay, it took me out.
Lillian popping up in that left-hand corner, I'm like, that's what gets it for me. Like, it's special. You know, she got her window this past week. Like, it's.
Yeah.
I love.
Why did that take so long? I saw that and I'm like, Lillian doesn't have a window. Why is this not even a thing? I was like, because Where in the Park posted it with Philander, I guess, and they posted it.
Like, Philander,
I'm like, what the heck? I mean, how does Lillian not have a window? It takes 70 years for that to happen. Yeah. Whatever. Good job, Disneyland. Good job.
Okay, I'm kind of okay with it now. Because I was mad. I was mad with what
I'm more and more okay with every time I watch it. I'm more and more okay with it.
They zoom in and they show like a side by side on social media. So I am telling you, if you saw it on social media and you were like, what the heck? Like, watch it a couple times. Actually listen to what he's saying. I did listen to Bob Iger. I was paying attention to what Bob Iger was saying, the narration. He started off really strong. And he does kind of get soft and softer towards the end. Like, he's not as powerful. So I understand why people are saying that. But
I mean, let's be real. Nothing looks good close up. Does this look good close up? No. You want it to be back a little bit this way. It looks a lot better like this, right? But
well, and it's funny you said that, because you're like, I've only seen it small. I haven't seen it big, and I'd only seen it like pretty big. And then like on my screen, it's like he's teeny tiny. I'm like, actually, he looks like pretty dang good. He's a little teeny tiny. So I think you have a good point sitting back farther.
And guys, let me tell you, Sean Williams up close and personal.
He's great.
Come on.
I'm just kidding. Great.
Thank you, Kim.
He is
better in person.
I just like to torture him.
Everything's better in person, for sure. But so up close, like you were right at his like feet. Yeah. I heard like he like locks eyes with you, and you feel that like for a second.
Oh, I would be creeped out. Not gonna lie.
It's Walt Disney looking at you though. How freaking cool
it's
is that?
Not, but I would know it's not.
I'd be like, oh, Walt. I'd be like crying and like, yeah.
I'm still waiting for the AI takeover of the universe, and so I would be I'm like, Walt Disney's gonna come for us someday, guys. He's gonna be like, you guys wrote a podcast and you're talking ish about my company. Like, that's crazy.
I'm not sure. Entertainers asked us a couple times, is it all right if we briefly talk about another Disney kid who's doing well now, Christy Carlson Romano? She's recovered from both mental struggles and intertwined serious eye injury. Okay. Well,
she did say that she struggled after being on Even Stevens and doing like Cadet Kelly and all the other things that she did, the Even Stevens movie. It's hard being a Disney star.
Well, look at the kid that played Goldberg on Mighty Ducks. I mean,
look at Macaulay Culkin.
Look at Macaulay. Yeah, I mean, people change, and that's good. But I want to hear from Sunken City real quick. Come back and I want to wrap up a little bit more about Disneyland, and I want to know what's coming from Getaway Today, Kim. So give us a couple things if you can when we come back, if you don't mind. I'm just talking for a second while I click through this new layout here to try to find the ad.
They changed everything up for us.
It's completely changed right now, and I'm like, where's it at? Okay, there it is. We'll be right back in a minute and a half.
Sunken City Designs brings you art. Do you like art? I know I do. How about art based on Disney characters, like Mickey Mouse and the Oyster Thief? You know, that's actually from Alice in Wonderland, the best princess movie ever made. Also, we have some dwarfs that have their heads ripped off sometimes. Why? I don't know. It's because it's Sunken City Design. So go there, sunkencitydesign.com. Get yourself some great merchandise. You got posters and, I believe, clothes. Who knows? I got a cup from there, and it's fantastic. You like cups? Do you ever use those? I do. Go for it. Oh yeah, sweatshirts. Can't forget about those. If you're ever cold, get yourself a sweatshirt from sunkencitydesign.com. Also, Wall-E. You know, that's the best movie ever made. Second only to Alice in Wonderland. All right. If you also like Walt's apartment, they have merch for that too. Where? sunkencitydesign.com. Hopefully you've already loaded up that site and you're looking at it and you have some items in your cart. Go ahead and check out as soon as you can because the show's about to come back on. All right, everybody. We appreciate you.
We do appreciate Sunken City. We appreciate Louis. I don't think Kim knows this, but Louis is leaving the show, and his last show will be on the 30th. So he's gonna.
Well, now when people see you in the parks, they're just gonna say, "We love Sam."
Yeah. Well, I mean, we saw a video of Louis, so I mean that's. Yeah.
Just kidding.
But yeah, let's wrap it up with a few more things that Disneyland you can do. We talked about this on. I know we're doing a lot of extra magic hour stuff on this too, but things that are new starting tomorrow. Main Street Cinema, you can go in and see the story of the Sherman Brothers, which is very, 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 very cool. And then also, obviously, It's a Small World, the final verse, which I think Kim even said on your guys' stories, where are they going to, I know it's going to be in the last room, but are the kids going to sing it? Would it be amazing if he sang it? Would it be amazing if Richard Sherman just sang that last line?
I don't think they'll do that as Disney fanatics.
Right.
Yes, we would love that.
Yeah.
But I think as overall park guests too, a lot of park guests just have like a general knowledge of the attractions and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would kind of sub to that.
And I think that goes back to the animatronic. You know, someone I was watching OG, I think, and they said, you know, this whole thing, everyone freaking out about this animatronic. For us people that it's like our life and like we over exaggerate everything. The normal family that books on Getaway Today and comes for their once a year trip are going to love the Walt Disney animatronic. Sure. They're going to have no idea that it looks nothing like him. They're going to, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. I mean, Lincoln doesn't look like, someone said Lincoln doesn't look like Lincoln. Who knows what Lincoln looked like? It was like in the 1800s. Nobody knows what Lincoln really looked like. Let's be real. But it's the same thing. But yeah, those are some new things coming literally tomorrow on the 17th. Kim, do you have anyone from Getaway in the parks tomorrow?
You bet we do. Yes, our team. So Carly and Brooke are going to be there tomorrow. They are kicking off writing.
Carly, you rock. If you're listening, if you watch this, Carly's awesome.
So funny. Like she's so funny. And Brooke is amazing too. I don't know if you've ever had her.
I have not met Brooke.
She's so good. Like we have the best people at Getaway Today. I can't even tell you. I love them all. But they're going to be there. They're going to be meeting whoever wants to meet up. They're going to be writing all of the opening day attractions. They're going to be eating treats. They're going to, of course, watch Paint the Night and Wondrous Journeys and just all of the fun things. They're hoping to get the 7 a.m. virtual queue for Walt. The plan is to watch Back by Small World, to watch Paint the Night, and then fireworks, and then go ride the attraction with the third final verse. So
cool.
A lot of fun stuff going on.
Tomorrow's gonna be the best day for if you're a huge Disney fan. I'll be on Instagram and what's that?
The weather has been perfect this week, by the way. It was like 70s, like high 70s, perfect, beautiful. Wow. Like I'm like, how is this July?
It's not like the 1955 heat wave.
No.
It's in the asphalt, none of that. It's like a perfect July.
Any special things coming up from Getaway Today that you'd like to shout out or plug or
well right now
check
we
you
have
out?
Really awesome deals. Yeah, we have so the summer ticket offer, which is up to like it's oh my gosh, I think $96 per day if you get the 4-day 1 park per day ticket, or maybe it's $94 per day. Anyway, that summer ticket is only valid for travel through August 14th. So if you want to get that summer deal, book it now. The other thing is we know that Halloween time is going to start on August 22nd. So excited about that. However, Wondrous Journeys will not be playing, and that is my favorite fireworks show of all time. So if you want to see Wondrous Journeys, you have to get there pretty soon. So go for that. But Halloween time is Halloween time. We love it. Holidays. I did stories today where we were getting a lot of questions about holidays. So if you're thinking about going holidays, book it now. Right now, you can get adults at kids prices on any 3-day or longer ticket. We also have extra night free specials. I think more than we've ever had before. It's a lot right now. And then we have extra bundle and save discounts when you buy both your hotel and your tickets at the same time. So that just helps you a little bit more when those savings pop up in your cart. So lots of good deals right now. So many hotel specials, everything good going on right now.
We appreciate you so much.
Using Getaway Today. What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Absolutely.
What's wrong with you?
Kim, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you taking the time. As always, you guys are the best. You've been great to us, and we appreciate you so much. Follow Getaway Today. Check them out. They're just awesome. I'm gonna let Sam close the show out because it's the birthday. So happy birthday, Disneyland. Happy 70th. Thank you all that watch our show, that support us, that listen. We couldn't do this without you, but we couldn't do this without Disneyland. So go ahead. Thank you, Kim.
Thanks.
Yeah. Walt Disney once said, Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there's imagination left in the world. Today, as we celebrate the birthday of this iconic park, we're reminded that imagination still fuels every ride, every memory, and every child and adult who walk through the gates. Happy birthday, Disneyland. Thanks for the memories, the magic, and the many more to come. We are Walt's Apartment Podcast, and we'll see you real soon.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.